Welcome back, guys, to Aion Classic. This is something that we've been waiting for such a long time, and today I'm going to discuss about these pay-to-win elements that people are crying about, whinging about, saying the game's dead already, all these kind of negative things. Now, I've got both sides, why it's good and bad. We'll go through it, discuss, leave your comments below if you agree or disagree. Now, the thing is, with the candies, it's not exactly pay to win. At the moment, people are just buying them to enhance their position in the market by buying enhancement materials, gathering materials, rare recipes to get ahead. They're not buying the rare weapons or the armor or anything like that. So it's not exactly pay to win. Now, why is it not pay to win? By the time people realize and get to level 40, 45, 50, you start getting the blue gear. The blue gear, white gear, gold gear, like constantly off everything. And these start dropping often for 100k, 200k, 500k, 1 million, and they NPC for that kind of price. Now, with the candies, you can only sell 10 a day to gain 1 million kina. Now, it's great to do now, but once people have leveled up, no one's going to be buying kina from these whales. 1 million kina is not a lot of money. You can get that easily by playing normally, by killing drakes in the abyss, getting stigmas. Honestly, it's just not a lot of money. And when people are saying that the game's dead because they've introduced a kina and you can keep selling it and selling it and selling it, yes, you can sell it to players. But within a week or two, players won't be buying candies. Why? Because they'll be getting drops of their own, NPCing it with absolutely zero reason to buy candies. Now, once those players realize that they're sitting on 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 1,000 candies right now, I know it sounds ridiculous, but there are those players, they're not going to be able to sell them. Like, they won't be able to sell them. They'll be able to sell them to maybe newcomers or whatever, but they're going to be worthless once people start leveling. So it's not a doom and gloom scenario. I think the other situation, I guess you could say, the other issue is that you've got a battle pass and a subscription. They should have honestly just picked one. You either pick a subscription where you pay $40 a month, $15 a month, excuse me, and the battle pass where you're spending about $40 Australian a month. I think that is a bit rich for the most players that either just want one or the other, where you have a battle pass and you choose to play for free, but they've gated all that. So the subscription probably would have been fine for most players. Have a subscription, you gain access to the entire game. There's no hidden catches or anything you need to do. There's no candies. There's no battle pass where you can gain more candies, buffs, scrolls, everything you won't have access to early on. That said, everything you do gain access to through that battle pass, you do get like later. So there's no real issues with that. So really quickly, I just wanted to loosely just say that it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. Yes, it makes the market a bit fluctuated at the moment. But for me, that have spent almost nothing, I bought the battle pass for this month. Okay, yeah, sure. But it's just not worth the discussion saying that the game's dead, we have issues. Yeah, there was 50,000 people concurrently logged in day one. And it drops off and people are like, oh, it's dropped off to 10k. Happens with every single game now. Doesn't matter what title, what publisher. It's going to happen. So is it doom and gloom scenario? No, it's not. And like I said before, once people do realize that you can get those white earrings, rings, necklaces, and start flogging them off with 200-300k on the the NPCs, it's going to be not even a discussion moving forward. So it's a shame that people are flagging it as such a disaster, because when you really think about it, one, paralyzed Godstone, silence Godstone, blind Godstone, 50, 75, 100, 150 mil, and that's just chance of drop. Everyone has access to that potential. And Aion, as an RNG loot-based world system, you will get those kind of drops throughout your adventures. Guys, like I said, up for discussions. If you think otherwise, leave a comment. If you disagree or agree, again, comment away. But these are my thoughts about why the game is not as in trouble as everyone's probably making it out to be. The game was actually great, still great. Haven't put it down in 4 or 5 days now, playing with people that I used to play with 10 years ago. So has been an amazing reunion. Guys, I honestly don't think it's too bad.